Good morning. Don't you dare. Gwen. Don't. That's not a toy, baby. I don't know what she's doing. Oh, is she chasing a bug? Nope. Gwen, that is not a toy. That's... She took it! I got it. It's an owl crate thing. I'm feeling pretty excited. I filmed a video yesterday. I still have to edit it. Just talking about everything I've kind of read over the summer while I haven't been on YouTube. I'm a little bit of a mess this morning. It was kind of a rough night. As I was saying in that video, a lot of stuff, my lifestyle has changed a lot. One of those big things is I started doing Taekwondo. My kids have been in karate for a really long time. They're in karate in Florida, but they don't really have a lot of karate dojos around here, and so we got them signed up with a Taekwondo. Plus, we kind of just wanted to switch it up and see what Taekwondo is about. It's actually more mixed martial arts, but they mix in boxing, they mix in a lot of other techniques. So I get to take classes with my teenager, and this is really cool. A lot of other parents do it with their kids too, and it's a really good way just to for us to have something that we do together. And then Aaron, of course, I can share that with him as well, but he's in the junior class until he's 12, which is like less than a year now. But it's been a lot of fun. We like to practice together. We don't do a lot of practicing together. We've still been really busy, but we're supposed to have belt testing coming up in like a week and a half. But last night in class, board breaks. I'll see if I can't insert a clip over here of my youngest doing it. Anyways, but last night I actually injured myself. I won't go into the details. I feel like I can really ramble sometimes, so I'm really trying to just like not, if you want to know, you can ask me questions in the comments, that's great. But anyways, I hurt my knee, and not even in a badass way. I felt kind of stupid, honestly. But I thought I broke it. Last night was really, really rough. This morning I'm kind of feeling crazy because I'm like, why I can walk on it now and it doesn't hurt. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with it. I do actually still think it needs attention, but I don't need to like rush out to urgent care. I think I'm just gonna probably just contact my doctor today and see what they want to do, because they probably do want to x-ray it. So while I'm taking it easy, I thought that I would read. I wanted to share some new books that I actually got in the past while. Actually, there's quite a few over there on my shelves as well that I was really excited to find thrifted. I'm gonna show these first 4 and then we'll see where I'm at. I just saw the author's name and I was just like, it's mine. I don't even know what it is, but it's mine. It is by Vladimir Nabokov, and it says Speak Memory, an autobiography revisited. I don't have it out, but I recently also acquired his other book, Lolita, which for the longest time I wasn't planning on reading because of some comments I had heard on it. But then one of my favorite YouTubers, this is like on her top like favorite books, and I tend to like the kind of subject matters that she enjoys, so I went ahead and got myself a copy. The next book is called Anna and the Swallow Man by Gabrielle Savage. I think I more or less picked this one up for my son Michael because he really loves World War II era. He really loves history in general. This follows a 7-year-old girl whose father, who is a talented linguistics, is taken by the Germans. And this man called the Swallow Man comes, or she calls him the Swallow Man because she was very sad and upset and she was crying, and he summoned a swallow, like it comes down and like helps her stop crying, comforts her. So she ends up following him into the wilderness, and they are like dodging bombs, and like they're in the middle of all this chaos, and she's also like making a friend. So some of the blurbs on the back are actually what kind of pushed me over the edge to decide to add this to the collection, because it says this is masterly storytelling, chilling yet tender, and charged with wonder. What's left of me is yours. And look at that cover. It's beautiful. So this is kind of like a mystery thriller. It's about this girl. It takes place in Tokyo. Yes, it takes place in modern day Tokyo, where this girl is basically trying to find out what happened to her mother and how, I guess, her mother was murdered. It's kind of all wrapped up with this covert organization or industry where there are these like people who are hired to seduce a spouse in order to break up a marriage, and actually that gives like probable cause to divorce proceedings. So whatever happens to her mother is all wrapped up with all of this. So I found that just really unique and interesting. So I'm excited to get to that one. And lastly, The Animals at Lockwood Manor by Jane Healy. Basically, it takes place at this Lockwood Manor, which is also like a natural history museum. Actually, no, all the natural history items have been moved out of London and I guess moved to this Lockwood Manor. One night, the lady of the house, Lucy, realizes that something's just like not right. Like something has moved all of the things in the house, and it starts resurfacing memories of her mother who is dead. And there's also something she's been searching for around the house. But this is characterized as being like a gothic novel. Mystery. It sounds so good. I'm actually gonna have to add this one to my TBR list right now. It feels like it's perfect for fall. That being said, that moves us right into, I'm probably gonna be reading while I'm laid up in bed trying to rest and stay off of my leg. I'm gonna add this one to the list. The other book that I mentioned that I'm reading is A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. I'm really busy yesterday, so I turned on the audiobook and I listened to a few chapters. So I'm actually more like on chapter 6, I believe. About 100 pages in. So I've added Merchant of Venice to the list. Oddly enough, this got added to the list because I was just reviewing my bookshelves, and I have this other book called Shylock Is My Name, which is obviously based off of Merchant of Venice, but it's like a comedy retelling, I guess. And I really want to read it. It sounded so good, but I need to read the source material first. Kafka's Metamorphosis, because it is really short. This is all Metamorphosis, and this is all criticism, bibliographies, manuscript revisions. I don't know why I would be interested in that. If you're really into studying literature, this is probably the edition for you. But anyways, that's what I got. Sometimes when you only buy thrifted, you can't really be particular about the editions that you're gonna find, but that's okay. And lastly, because it is coming up into October and I love spooky fall, spooky reads, throwing in a short story collection called One Dark Night, 13 Masterpieces of the Macabre. We have some classics in here, some classic scary stories. We have some Mark Twain, Bram Stoker, Edgar Allan Poe, Guy de Maupassant, H.G. Wells. So I've got an appointment scheduled at 2 o'clock with my primary care for my knee. I think what I'm gonna start reading is Animals of Lockwood Manor. Oh, it is a beautiful day. And so I decided to come sit outside and talk to you for a little bit. You know what? I don't have like a stand. I don't have a stand for this. It'll work. Okay. Looks like the sun is a little bit, oh, ow, no. This morning was really cold. I really wanted to wear pants. I couldn't put my pants on because I couldn't bend. I was afraid it was gonna really hurt trying to put my leg through a pant leg. So shorts it was. But anyways, I'm getting ready to go to my doctor's appointment. That's why I got up and did something with myself. I did spend most of that time actually editing my last video. So I didn't get as much reading time as I wanted, but I do have some updates. I freaking love the colors under the dust jacket. I mean, the dust jacket is gorgeous, but the colors under are nothing super fancy, but these colors are super autumnal and cozy. takes place during at the beginning of World War II in England. Oh my god, I am loving it. This is a winner. I'm not that far in. I'm only like 19 pages in, but already like there's just setting up for so much good mystery. We've got some discourse between our main character and like, she was adopted by the Lockwoods, but she goes by Cartwright now that she's an adult, and she was kind of forced out of the family, and it looks like she's just as happy to not be a part of the family either, because she's had a like kind of dark past. But the museum is Lockwood Manor, which is owned by, I'm guessing, definitely a Lockwood, so somebody in her family, but I don't think she's ever met this person. I guess we'll see. Oh my gosh, and this house, what an amazing setting. The descriptions of what everything looks like, of all these like nooks and crannies, and like a house that's so sprawling you can get lost in it, and just little random rooms that have no windows. And next I did start the Bram Stoker book in this story, The Judge's House by Bram Stoker. Interesting. I don't know what to say about it because it is a short story. I never know how to describe short stories. I feel like they're one of those things where it's like you either like it or you didn't. I don't want to give anything away. There's rats, lots of rats. But the one thing I want to say actually is, beginning of the story, they have these little excerpts. It says The Judge's House by Bram Stoker, 1847 to 1912. Just kind of gives a little bit of a not even like a mini bio. It just kind of talks about their literary achievements, about how his book Dracula really didn't do well. He didn't really have to rely on his writing to make an income until something happened. Very good. And now it is time for me to go. Oh, the pretty girls. Oh, sweet girl. Alright, I'm losing daylight here. Alright, so I had my doctor's appointment, and basically the prognosis was an x-ray is kind of overkill, basically useless, and take some Tylenol. Wear a brace if you want. I feel really ridiculous for even going in. So I got home and I decided to go ahead and stain the top of this desk over here. So this room, I have to explain this room at some point. I would like to show it off, but it's kind of a mess right now because it's kind of a slow process trying to figure out where everything should go. Work, craft room, and also a guest room. Past like couple weeks, my husband and I built all the furniture for this room. We custom built a Murphy bed with bookshelves. He's bouncing eyeballs all over the house. I decided to stain the top of it, and I also built this frame. So this frame up here, I have a corkboard in there, and yay me, I'm like learning how to do all this woodworking stuff, and it's been really fun. And my son got home, so we went ahead and started digging into Halloween decorations, and there's a lot of things that we have to craft and put together and paint in order to get it set up. So we've been doing that. Good morning. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed this morning. There's a lot to do. I think first I'm gonna start in my room. I was gonna start downstairs and like make some keto granola. Then I was gonna come and like read my book for a little bit, but then I came upstairs to get dressed for the day, and now I'm feeling like, oh, I need to make my bed. Oh, I need to put away my laundry. Oh, all this stuff keeps coming up. Now my list has gotten really long and I'm a little overwhelmed. We'll see how much reading I can actually get done today. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more of this book in. I've got a keto yogurt. They actually sell these at the grocery store, and I just put it in a bowl and I add extra nuts and stuff like that on top of it. But you know what I found on Amazon Prime? They have Emma, the 2020 version with that actress Joy. She's in The Queen's Gambit. I have, ever since I saw The Queen's Gambit, I've been dying to see this rendition of Emma. So I'm gonna eat my yogurt and watch Emma. I didn't get any reading done, but I did get my laundry done, so that's good. My son is actually back now. She told me to come and pick him up about 12:45. That we might go get some lunch or something like that. But since we might be going out, I decided to dress up in a new outfit. This is a thrifted jacket and a thrifted shirt. And I don't usually do a lot of, like a lot of like this kind of stuff because I usually don't think that it suits me very well. However, this shirt is amazing. I love it. And I love this denim jacket. Denim jackets are coming back, y'all. So good evening, how's it going? So tonight for dinner, I'm making mini pizzas. Before I went to keto, before I started the keto diet, we would do a lot of pizza nights, especially when we were celebrating things like fall break or spring break, or just Friday nights and the weekend. Just order some pizzas and play video games, and it was really nice. But I'm keto, so I can't eat pizza. I can make keto pizzas. So what I'm doing, I put the package away already. I always forget. Carb balance. This is a different package I bought. These are the ones that I usually get for like making wraps and stuff. We have these little mini tortillas that are also like carb balance. I think there's only like 2 carbs per tortilla. And then for the kids, I am doing pizza sauce for them. I think tomatoes are not really keto friendly. The oven is ready. It's gonna go on for a long time. Yeah, for this has like too many carbs for me, but I can have creamy Alfredo sauce because this only has, I think, I wanna say 1 or 2 carbs. Serving size is a whole 1/4 of a cup. 3 carbs for a whole 1/4 of a cup. And for our mini pizzas, you need like a tablespoon per thing. So that is super good. And then some cheese, and then we have some black olives. Then we have some black olives and pepperonis. And then for mine, I'm also going to put on some artichoke hearts. But yeah, that's what's for dinner. Let's eat. What you doing, baby? You staying warm under the covers?
Oh, I would love to hold you, but then everybody would want to hold you.
Like how maybe my hair is right now.
I'm making for a vlog, by the way. Do you want to be?
Friendly as the friendly fellas.
Vlog? Yep. It has been a beautiful, fun day today. Super spontaneous. Like, we started out the day by meeting up for coffee. There's a lot of really interesting coffee places around, so I want to start ticking them off my list. So they have all kinds of interesting foods there too, like chicken and waffles, a womlet, which is like an omelet, but they put it in a waffle iron, and all kinds of other stuff. And then after that, I think we were gonna go to my house so I could change so that we could just go on a walk that's close to my house. But then on the way, we ended up passing by the thrift store, which is having their 50% off sale today. So we walked around in there for a little bit, and then I actually ended up finding a jacket for my son for this fall winter because he does not want to wear any of the hoodies that we have. Found him just a simple tan Billabong zip up coat. They told us about a fair, like a craft fair, and they said, oh, there's parking at this church. So we went and parked, and then it looked like everyone was getting on a shuttle, so we just randomly took this shuttle off to wherever the fair was. We walked around there and then grabbed the shuttle. No, we huffed it back to the car, which wasn't so far, but we got to walk past the old cemetery, which is really cool. I like that kind of thing. I don't know why, but I do. My arm is dying over here. After that, we had heard about a Comic-Con event going on later that evening, like at 7. So we kind of went our ways. My friend went to go let her dogs out, and then we met up there. So I collected the boys too and made them come, and that was really fun. Just lots of random stuff today. It was fun. So I didn't do any reading today. I am gonna go change and get comfy and cozy for the evening. Tomorrow is a big cleaning day. I'm gonna be watching my friend's daughter for fall break. So I want the house to be all clean and stuff like that, and maybe have some cool stuff planned, like crafts and stuff like that, so they're not just playing video games the whole week. Good afternoon. It is a little after 1 o'clock now. I did read some more of that book, the book with the jaguar. I keep forgetting what it's called. I'm still really enjoying it. It's big spooky house with ghosts and missing things are starting to get a little bit weird. We were successful in getting the house and even the yard work done today. Like, it has been a really, really productive morning. I have lots of scrap wood that I'm going to tackle and cut into smaller pieces for various projects. Some of these projects I don't even have in my mind yet, but the pieces I'm going to be cutting them down to can work for a lot of different things. The things that we have been getting done is having a really nice workspace in our garage, and over here we have a really nice rack for all of our scrap wood. I will be using the chop saw today. I have this whole bin of little pieces of wood, and this I may or may not get to. I might want to save these for other pieces like signs, because they're about good size for like, but these I definitely want to tackle today. I have all these little triangle pieces that were cut off. Angle, because when I'm going at this 45, I'm going towards my fingers. That's bad. I need it to slide out, so I will feel comfortable if I get something to hold the wood. Yeah.
I want
these little pieces, these can be like little houses. These are going to be little cats, and I kind of think that these could be bookends. So this would have to go this way, and this would have to go this way. But okay, that would match. But one would be bigger than the other. But would that look okay? I think that would be fine. There we go, and then we can have a matching set. This is where I sign off for the week, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon.